week, I should say.
We just talked to Prince Bathfire after he got back there on the T ship.
We talked to that ambassador guy.
Yeah, we talked to the T guy.
Yeah, and then we talked to Bathfire.
Oh boy.
I don't think it went well. I mean, the T guy, that is.
That was.
Bathfire went fine.
We have to unpackage all of that still, I think.
Yeah,
more or less.
So you are actually just sort of walking back from the recently escaping from the ship of the ambassador of his august his august power, the Golden Emperor, the Red Gold Emperor. You are able to go where you please now, along with Batbear, other, and Thurman, who you have retrieved from the ship after Yao Shu so magnanimously took them home for you, or at least to Surugu. So what do? You are all together in the docks district of Hayaba, with Thurman and Batbear and Pascal, I believe.
We also met the fish guy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The captain of the Company of the Hat, Enrico Poloni.
Yes.
A very sort of larger than life character. A vociferous Viennese gillman with a ridiculous hat.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Truly, it's like a 3-foot diameter hat. It's immense.
Well, I really like hats. I'm very excited.
Yeah, and him and Akio know each other.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Well, I mean, we need to go back to speak with them and make sure that they don't think that we are.
I mean, Pow already did. Remember?
Oh.
Just trying to lie. Yeah.
Yes. The last thing that Yao Shu knows is that he is going to teach the Lady Ryudo of the history and beneficence and benefits of the Golden Empire's rule over Hadano. Buying you at least some time.
It's 12 letters.
However, you have, I'll note, made your intent to become a sort of republic, both known to him directly, but to a number of other people. So if he starts asking around, he might start getting the impression that you sort of capitulated really easily. Potentially.
Actually, I'm not sure what else to take care of tonight. I think we should go probably check out the goblins in the morning.
Goblins.
Yeah. Goblins.
Well,
check
you
them
also
out.
have to spend a week or so running the actual.
Yes.
Oh, right, the Cryohydra. Running the actual country that you govern.
What is it now?
I'm sorry?
What's the date, I guess, or how much time do we have?
Oh, well, it's just the beginning of the month.
Okay.
I think it might be the 1st or 2nd. Or the 2nd or 3rd, rather.
Well, shit. Oh, wait. First off, let me log into Roll20. What the fuck? I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
It might be helpful.
Probably.
It's because I need to do it in Google Chrome from now on. That's why I forgot. Here we are. Yeah, kill Nuba. Okay,
You saw our great messages.
I see it every single time I log in.
Kill Aristus.
I guess I'll catch up with our Gilman friend here. Since we're at the tavern, I would assume, right?
You haven't told me where you guys are going, actually.
I mean, we were at the
We're-
tavern last
Yeah, I
session.
think we ended in
Oh,
it. Yeah.
And
I
forgive me.
thought
we were
that-
telling
yeah.
Batbear about everything that happened, and then
I was like, everybody is gonna get drinks. Hey, we're gonna share stories, and we're gonna go back and forth. I was hoping maybe I could get him to go into something. I'll be like, yeah, and then we went to literal. You know what? Here. Yeah, and that's when this chicken leg. It's talking to me, telling me, let me jump in your mouth. I gotta eat. I gotta eat you.
Devour me.
Yeah,
I need you to eat me.
yeah, just like that. And well, I mean, you're surrounded by all kinds of temptations, but you know me. I fought off the urge. I kind of had to stop myself from gurgling the entire river of rum. That was, you know.
Enrico looks at the drumstick that he was about to put in his mouth a little suspiciously before continuing to eat it. Sounds like you had a really interesting time.
Polonius wouldn't tell me if the chickens were chickens that went to hell or not.
Sort of.
I shut that from across the room. Yeah.
With a blow for your curiosity, I'm sure. Akio, I've only known these people for a short time, and I am employed by them, by the Fatazos, essentially.
Uh-huh.
Why are you here?
Well,
I'll
look,
be honest, I would not have expected these noble people to be your usual clientele.
it didn't really start out like that entirely. I don't know what happened. I just one day was finding myself completely devoid of any of my. Long story short, kind of ended up by myself, no crew, no job, and it had me at a bar thinking, and well, I had some memories to juggle through, you know. And I remembered Batfire, and I heard over the seas there was a war brewing, and I figured, might as well have some fun with my one of my pupils, right? Do some mercenary work. Long story short, though, when I got here, he had passed away. Yeah, and we got him back, and through all that, I got a new mercenary company. Uh, haven't really haven't really figured out a name yet, but yeah, figured why not? Yes, as you can tell, they're really excited.
I'm sorry. I have a child.
Damien
worry,
is now
I'm
part
just-
of
I'm just-
Akio's mercenary company.
I was just
Damien's
making
a gnome.
Yeah, a little gnome in the background. Oh.
Just having a grand old time.
yeah, but yeah, they're good people though. Sada is an interesting leader, I would say, judging from afar. And I mean, like considering I can't really consider myself a native specifically, even if I was born here. You know, spent most of my life out in the world. Coming here, she's interesting. She's got some interesting ideas. I kind of want to see them. I kind of want to see what the results are. You know what I mean? Grand experiment. Unless she dies, and boy, that girl. Oh boy. There's a. if a fish out of water it had a name, it'd be Sada or Yodo. Why did I become? Why did it? Hey, you a fish out of water? No. But yeah.
You know what I mean, Polly?
Um,
I don't know how to transition out of this conversation into something relevant. I'm sorry, Sals.
I know it's. No, it's fine.
So, how's you?
Sorry, one sec. Are
Yes?
in
Uh-huh.
a bar.
Yes.
Yes, and you are actually yeah, Akio, you regale Enrico with your story up until this point and how you actually do sort of believe in these people, and he is a little askance at you, actually. And you get he's polite about it, but you get the idea that Enrico is almost a little disappointed that like you're actually as into this whole idealistic situation
Huh.
when with these what he sees as essentially goody two shoes. Enrico, he is as mercenary as they come. He lives to his contract and no further. But he also doesn't. You've also never known him to actually like renege on a contract.
Yeah.
He is only motivated by his employment. And you think that he's sort of like a little like Akio's gone soft, and he's not hiding it. He's got his eyes narrowed at you as you go on, before sort of shrugging and going, "Well, it sounds like you've really come to like this place."
Uh yeah. It's I mean, given the adventures we had, I've things got boring when I was out at sea, and I ended up. Look, you know how it all played out. I got the title. I had everything. That final couple of years, I kind of lost purpose, man. Had kind of just got everything I wanted. Yeah, but yeah, being here it kind of gave me something new to do, a new project, and many times where I had to. You'd be surprised at the
So,
amount of shit that I've gone through this year.
how much do they pay you to go into the verdant groves and avoid being tempted to death?
Hmm. How much do I get paid? I actually don't know.
You get paid fifth of 1/4 now of everything we do. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
Honestly, kind of a big amount. A fourth.
Oh, interesting. Very good.
I'm kind of. Should I roll for like sense motive before I'm picking up like a tone?
I think you don't need to roll sense motive. He's being pretty obvious about it, and it's what I described. He is
How what is the aging with Gilman like? I can't remember.
Gilman age more or less the same as humans.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Enrico, you guess, is in his 40s.
But it's just a number.
He's a young 40s.
Look, I I get that if any of us, had gotten together and we talked with ourselves a couple decades back, we wouldn't see us. I'd probably be on that list of. I'd be on the rear end of getting a punch from myself. I know how I'm sounding, but
No, it's nothing. It's just a little surprising to see that you are settled down. But
settle.
I'm happy for you if you are happy.
Wait, settle down. I tell you, I'm forming a new mercenary company, and you come off to the conclusion that I'm settling down.
Forming a new mercenary company in the employ specifically of one government.
Oh no, 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 my friend.
Oh, really? So you would take a contract against the Surugans if it was offered?
Well,
Do it.
I don't see the deal that had come with Kasumi and Sada when we brought it is that essentially I would have a branch that would be set on this island, and yeah, I would act out as under the policies of mercenary work. I'd earn their trust in that regard. It would take a lot for me to turn against the employer. They pay very good, and also, admittedly, there is a bit of a bias here. I would not lay a hand on Sada,
Right.
but that's kind of a preference. And then I guess I catch myself.
I'm loving this whole poking holes thing.
He smiles and shakes his head and goes back to drinking and goes, I'm happy that you are happy, Akio.
Akio kind of just stares at his drink. Yeah, yeah. And then I guess I continue drinking.
Okay. While this is going on, what are the other three of you doing?
Um, I am regaling Pow with some dumb story about what happened in one of my more recent lessons that I don't know what that is right now. Oh, the
Let's
old
make it up real
lady,
fast.
the old lady hydrogeneticist. You know the one. She's very old.
Okay, yeah.
So we were doing a lesson in flowing energy and stuff. And it was really like it's going okay. Some get it better than others. It's a process, but she accidentally went a little too hard in the paint, and
Okay.
she shot a bunch of water, and it hit Ara like right in the face.
Oh.
And he's fine. It didn't hurt him. She's not that strong. She's a
Oh.
lady, but it still was very amusing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So how's Pascal?
What? Yeah, no, he's doing good.
Well, I mean, I don't exactly like talk to him very often.
Oh. Well, you should.
I hey Pascal, how are the gains?
I mean, yeah, but
Um,
also he's like, running the trade shop situation. My brain just farted. Yep.
That
I'll note
Trade-
that
trading post.
Pascal was with you before. I presume that
Yes.
just in this tavern, he
Yeah.
was simply not with the two of you as you're talking.
I would have asked this in a moment where he had stepped away.
Okay.
Pray
Continue then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess the business thing is pretty cool. Oh, maybe I could see if I can set up regular deliveries. That'd be handy.
Like to the monastery?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, he deals more with sending ships back and forth places. I don't really know how you'd.
Well, I mean, you think he'd be interested in expanding to land-based shipping as well?
Oh, he might have some ideas about it, but I don't really know if that's his forte. You can always
Yeah,
ask him.
okay. Yeah. He's a good guy. He's very awkward though.
What?
He's very awkward. He's an awkward guy.
You think
mean,
so?
A little bit. I mean, you're awkward.
I mean, yeah, that's
Not in a bad way. It's charming.
Yeah, you weirdo.
yeah.
No, I'm serious. I'm not trying to like, be making a thing.
I mean, he's less awkward than me. Then I guess that's my measuring stick. What I'm saying.
I mean, I'm not one to talk.
God no.
But listen, we're all doing our best here.
Hello?
Whoa, God, that was terrifying.
That was rhythm.
Oh.
Felt like I was. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like we're under fire all of a sudden.
I mean, we are.
Are we?
Well,
There's cannon fire all around us. We're just
Oh.
ignoring it.
okay.
Look, I gotta tell you, quitting being the general was the best thing I could have done. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it sounds weird. I'm not like, screw the country with blah blah blah. It's a lot less pressure.
Are you suggesting that I
No,
step down from my role, or are you?
I'm just talking about life. Can I do that?
Yeah. No, you can. Yeah.
No. Sorry.
I shoot a squirt gun of water at Akio.
No, I'm having a mortal crisis over here.
I still do it.
Oh, well,
I don't really
You-
do it.
I'm staring intently at my glass as it hits and just
No, what if it like just hits squarely in your glass like a little plunk? Yeah,
I drink. I stare at the cup and assume that was clearly a sign from the gods and take a sip.
and
Oh.
not from me.
No.
Uh,
Sorry, I'm just sort of antsy about what just went down on the ship we were on.
look,
Are we gonna
I-
leave that to unpack it later?
I don't know.
Because speaking about responsibility and
It's
and all
not how I
that,
would have handled it, but you seem
I
like you
know.
did a good job.
how would you have handled it, and why didn't you? I guess it's
I
question
would-
number 2.
Would have lied through my teeth.
About what? How?
I don't know. I would have instead told him, what he wanted to hear. He would have been willing to believe at whatever we said as long as it was yes, of course we still serve you, and then we could.
Oh, are you saying here as opposed to what I did, or as opposed to what Sada did?
I mean, from the get go.
Yeah, it didn't really feel like a plan was had.
Well, we also didn't really
Before
know that we
going
were going
in.
to be with a golden emperor person. To be fair,
Okay, yeah, sure. But eventually, I mean, that our relation with them is a thing. Right?
yeah, but I don't know. I gotta say, I don't really know what to do about that, other than just continue pitting them against the Shogun until it becomes more opportune for us to act out.
But why are we acting out?
Well, I mean, would the alternative is becoming a vassal state again, right?
Have they never not been though?
Through?
Yeah.
That
Kind of made it sound like it's been a history of that.
of being vassals, yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
assume we were once a vassal state, and then the Shogun did his thing. I mean, it's always just sounded like Saru was just kind of caught up along in other people's things.
Wasn't it said that Sada's family was on the side of like the connection with T, right? They were anti-secedement.
Secession.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Sal, that is true, correct?
You would know that, yes.
I forget who said it though.
Sada's father. Well, it's sort of actually just in the background of the game.
Yeah.
Sada's father was a loyalist to the Tian Emperor.
Mhm.
I imagine
Um,
all of our characters from Surugu would know that too, because of our parents.
That's the whole reason why
Father!
why you guys were exiled. That's why the shogun had her father killed.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, we were a vassal, but I mean, I don't know. I don't really.
And we want to. I mean, we want to take down the shogun,
Yeah.
and the shogun made it so that we weren't vassals to T. So we're against the shogun and what he's about, but also what was there before him.
I mean, the shogun.
Isn't that strange?
It is, but I mean, like the shogun did vassalize us in a sense.
And I mean, I just don't. I don't know
Alright.
what we're doing here anymore.
I mean, yeah.
Sada,
Independence.
Whoa, God!
I was here all along.
No! Shit! Yeah.
Independence is a great idea, but how are we going to achieve it?
Are you here?
Yes.
Yeah, are you?
Sada is very sneaky.
Roll. Well, what's the good of rolling a stealth? Because you could just say that you were there the whole time, and you could roll a stealth, and of course it'll work. You could say you were anywhere at any time, and then roll a stealth retroactively and say, like, "See, I was there." Like, that's bullshit. You can't do that.
Wait.
No.
Player versus player roles aren't typically needed, but if Sada would like to enter the conversation at this time,
I was the
she could have
Shogun
just
all
walked up to you
along.
at that time.
Oh God.
So yeah, basically Sada would have just walked up really into the conversation that was occurring.
How's
you
it going?
Saw,
Oh.
you
Oh, you
saw
haven't
what
heard it,
what
okay.
what it was, what things were like under the Shogun.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, but that's the point I'm getting at is if things under the Shogun weren't good,
Because
then
I
were
mean,
they good before he did all of this?
Other
And if
people have
that's
told
the
us that they
case,
weren't fans of the being the vassalage to.
well, I don't think anybody's really a fan of being a vassal.
no. But if it makes your country run smoothly and peacefully, is it a bad thing?
I mean,
I don't know. Is the problem is I don't know, and that's why I wasn't just bullshitting when I said that you could use some lessons. I think we all could use some lessons.
I mean, I want is independence for Surugu, and I don't know for about the rest of that, no, but I don't want us to have to answer to T, I suppose, or to the Shogun. But I don't want to accomplish it in the same way the Shogun did.
Who do you want Surugu to answer to then?
No one,
Not even you?
not even me.
I guess
Aren't
arguing on the advocate or beast advocate.
what?
Like beast of rights.
I believe that you
Uh,
should all.
There are such things as devils, so
Zerterzi's advocate.
No, don't do that.
I
I mean,
honestly,
devils
that does
exist.
seem-
You can just say devil's advocate.
Well, yes, but I don't know. If there ever was a big, I'm trying to think of if there ever was a big bad, who would be the whatever. Neither here nor there.
I mean, no one says Lucifer's advocate or Satan's advocate. They just say devil. Devil's
I mean, I
you
might
know,
say
not a
big
script.
bad, but you don't know my life.
It could be
Okay.
devil instead of devils with a possessive S. It'd be devils with a S apostrophe.
Any devil's advocate, yeah.
Yes.
Garland's advocate.
Okay. No.
Never that.
never that.
Nice.
Okay, trying to think
Phrase
of it
that
back to
applies
where
to
I
no one.
was.
Devil's advocate.
I was gonna have him sit at the table as a skit, but
Play-
that seemed dumb.
Okay, so devil's advocate, we gained independence, and then what? How do we ensure independence? Does that make sense? Like, at
But
what
I mean,
point?
you can ask the same question of any country, though. The Golden Empire wasn't able to stop the Shogun from taking over.
Well, yeah, but the Golden Empire still exists
And they're very powerful,
and big.
big.
What I'm thinking of is we are very small.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that independence is the wrong move. I'm just thinking, how do we ensure
I mean,
that it lasts?
Ideally, we could unite with the other islands of Han now.
I mean, yes, ideally, but
Ideally.
ideally. I raise my glass to toast and just yell, ideally.
That by ours.
People
smacks his
look at you
glass against
strangely.
yours.
Yeah.
Ideally.
That's weird.
See? Vampire does it.
So, you, Sada, I'm confused about, I guess, your end goal here.
And I do. We before it goes back into any sort of circle. Yes, peace. We all, or well, independence. We know that,
Sure.
but the how?
And also, what role do you have in it? Do you want to have in it?
I mean, I'll do what I need to do, and then when I'm gone, hopefully everything's all good.
When you're gone?
Yeah. I'm not
you
gonna live
dying?
forever. I mean,
No, no
I'll
one
eventually become
does.
old.
Okay.
Wait.
Between then and now, what are your goals? Before you die, are you ruling this place? Or do you want somehow for this place to transcend the need for rulership? Like what? Because what you
ideally,
said
but
in there,
for it to be something like Viven, except like I already told you this before, something like Viven without it being restricted to people with property who can vote only.
sure. Well, I don't know.
And I think to also do that, we need to, for Han needs to be able to unite under some kind of coalition or alliance or something.
That's what a government is, though. Right? That's what we are.
I didn't say
We're
we
that
got,
for
get,
them.
I didn't say to get rid of the government. I
Okay.
said to make it so the government isn't ruled by blood.
Oh,
Yeah.
but that's the whole reason we're here, isn't it?
I mean, in
We,
that
we
regard,
came
but
here
It
to.
is, yeah, but I
Came
changed.
here to.
I became a different person.
Okay. Okay.
No gods, no kings, only Batfire.
Why? What's
I
made?
don't know.
No, no.
Let's just make it a joke.
Yeah. What?
Oh, yeah,
Sada? What
probation.
has made you change your opinion in that way? I guess. Why do you feel differently than you did when we first set out to claim your homeland back?
I mean, out of character, I think I did go over this before. Let's see.
I don't know. I'm asking now because I want to know.
Sometimes people forget.
Sometimes people forget after
What's-
many
what's
years.
that voice?
Oh well.
Sometimes people get confused and forget. They can't remember.
How good of you.
I'm sorry.
As well you should be.
I just really like this character that I thought of. Just very confused young man. I don't know what his accent is, or what his long drawl is.
No.
So astoundedly Comstar.
I can't open my eyes. I can't.
Email tunes. God, I love Homestar Runner.
It was good.
Alright, okay. I'm calm again. Oh my god. Okay.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
It does sound like this conversation is sort of like drifting off into a bit of an awkward silence, though. As y'all are seem unsure of how to proceed.
Because we've seen
Things.
what the old ways have brought about. How Hadno was nothing but a vassal, giving everything it had to the Golden Empire. To how the Shogun swept through it and made everything into his puppets to fuel his war against the Golden Empire.
Hmm.
I don't want Hadno to have to answer blindly to just one power. I want Hadno to be able to be Hadno for its own sake, instead of being a slave to others.
And you don't think that can truly happen with you at like the head of it?
I mean, I'm not gonna live forever, and I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna have an heir. So
Wait, why?
Suppose not.
That-
You can
that's
assign one though, I'm sure,
Yeah,
or
I
a
adopt,
successor.
I mean,
you know, I adopt all the time. Am I right?
You really do, yeah.
Can I retrofit Batfire as like being near Sada when she's talking? Because I have some questions that Batfire would specifically ask.
I want to retrofit Batfire.
Is that
Give
not how
him
you
cool racing strikes.
Is that not how you use that word?
No, you cannot retcon Batfire, but Batfire could walk into the conversation if he's so inclined.
Cool. Okay. That's what I do not remember how to do Batfire. That is what an established dynasty is supposed to be, though. It's not exactly necessarily built on bloodlines. I suppose I understand. The first time when you brought this, it took me some thinking to quite connect the dots. You don't necessarily need a blood heir, but a dynasty is still a dynasty. You would have a leader established after as your successor.
Yeah.
I don't
I
quite
think
necessarily.
the people should decide that leader.
And what exactly raised the confidence of you and the people that they can lead themselves? Out of curiosity.
I mean, we were nothing but peasants ourselves for years.
And you do remember how the markets of why can't I remember where we were raised?
Viven.
Thank you. And you do remember
Motown.
that Viven is essentially was ruled by the rich. That's what happens.
Because the only
You don't-
people in Faven who could vote were the rich.
I
They made
think
it
what he's
so,
saying
that's
is
why.
how do you think it got that way though?
You do not see the inevitability. Now, I'm not trying to strike down I'm not trying to have a premonition here. I'm not trying to say that your plan is possibly built on good foundation here. But given our history, given the people we've met, all I can see is that inevitably down the line, all the work that we'll have had done will suddenly be usurped by those who wish to exploit it, because they'll have gained the resources, and eventually they become the leader. You might abolish the throne, only for it to be reformed a generation after.
Who's to say that won't happen in any other way? With an heir or anything else.
That's why you fill that vacuum with a
Yes, but
with a
then
dynasty.
who's to say the heir of my heir won't be that, or his heir? or
You-
so on and so
You
on.
can't. No, nobody can do anything
Exactly.
about anything.
The chain of succession is usually, and I do
So-
not mean to make this sound exactly unpleasant. It is shaped by the conditions around it when they can succeed the throne. You teach them morality. You teach them how to lead. You prevent that from happening. You can't exactly trust someone who you've never met to lead, and especially given that you are treating the entirety of the island as one entity.
Yeah, one unified being.
The needs of the north of the island do not exactly overlap with the needs of the south of portion of the island. Resources allocation. What about the
Hugo
other
needs
islands?
more crime.
Yeah, exactly. Voice in the sky. What about the other islands? How are they going to be able to communicate without an established ambassador that's usually decided? How are they going to communicate with these people? What about other countries? There's these connections you have not really thought about that essentially you would be putting into the hands of the people, and the people are going to have to create institutions. Why
But-
am I so good about knowing the government?
You're doing a fantastic job. You must have learned something while you were in the afterlife.
Well, I was
Man.
dead. Yes, they have a pretty good library, and it also turns out that my dad was a pretty
Have to
important
lift
guy.
a lot of books.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Hey,
but I if I remember right, I had Bedbuyer actually, like, he didn't want to embarrass you guys, so he started reading up on culture and shit.
Oh,
aw. Was this after he paraded heads around in the middle of the street?
Look, that was
that's not embarrassing. That's badass.
yeah, that was just his way. Like, hey, that led to some very cool scenarios, like having
Being
antlers.
immediately arrested.
Yeah,
It,
yeah.
it led to me and Cesare's most stressful time.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with a lot of what you're saying. And Sada, whenever you talk about like leadership and people being ruled, it's like a leader, a government, a ruling body. Its job is to serve its people, not for the people to serve it. So without anybody there to serve the people, like, I feel like things get a little loosey goosey and, yeah, I don't know, unorganized.
That's why I was saying the people should choose that.
But
Well,
the-
if they're going to choose, we're gonna have to obviously break that power down. You
yeah,
can't have all that power be just in one location on one position.
and do you not think they'd be happy with choosing you as the ruler, seeing as you're the one who got all this shit done in the first place?
I
Like,
mean, if they want to, but like I said, I won't be alive forever.
and that's
I mean,
that's
we also
why
can't
that
be sure how things go 200 years from now.
no. But if you rule evenly and intelligently and kindly, and the people like you, and you choose someone to follow in your footsteps, someone who has shown responsibility and the same ideals as you, and they
Also-
rule onwards, and hopefully because they're a good person, they do the same thing. Like, I don't know if that sounds so bad.
I mean,
Well,
Ardania's done a pretty okay job. Granted, they've had the same queen for the last 80 years, but
And honestly,
Also-
Kasumi, you've only know Sordania by proxy, I would think. You know it exists, but you're not exactly, unless I'm mistaken. You haven't. That's not something you've really studied up on, right?
No.
The
yeah,
whole,
I guess that is somewhat fair.
yeah, it's a whole continent away, and you know, your K through 12 education wasn't exactly regimented.
Wow, way to bring up how we were street rats.
Yeah, exactly.
Eat that.
get that bread.
But yeah,
Also, I really feel like I should say this. Yeah, you might not live forever, but the whole point is to get you to live a little bit longer than, you know, I don't know. This, the seat's not even warm yet.
Yeah.
At this point, Pascal also sort of like maneuvers his way back to the table. During this time, he had been getting another jug of liquor and has finally finished sort of shifting and excusing himself through the tightly packed tavern. And he places it on the table finally. Hey guys,
Hello, big
why
titty
is
boyfriend.
everybody?
Hey.
I'm so. You don't have to.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I
that.
haven't talked with you in a hot minute, but I've been hearing stories.
You
Thumbs up.
What?
I don't know.
Bird up.
It is what the kids are saying.
Oh no.
I don't think that's
Are they?
true.
They've invented a new type of sport called skateboarding.
What?
I love to skate aboard.
I have to ride on 4 skateboards at once.
Why is everybody sort of so
Tense.
tense? Yeah.
We're talking about democracy versus monarchy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yep. Everybody's favorite topic, politics.
Yeah. No, monarchy
Yeah.
suck. And he pours himself a glass. Yay,
Did he
republics.
Exactly.
What's the problem?
I've been trying to convince them we should be a republic, but
I mean, I wasn't against it. I'm thinking, like, I just wanted to know the practical. How do we make sure it lasts?
Yeah, I just want to know what the plan is for like the future past this very second. You know.
I mean, the way I figure it, you can't
yeah.
know how if it's going to last. Viven's had a republican tradition for hundreds of years, but like when they first established it, it was like an aristocratic sort of oligarchy thing,
Yeah.
which I
Is
guess
it
it really
Which
is
still
sort
sort
of
of is.
still?
Yeah.
but now there's voting. Viven might not be the best example.
Yeah.
Um,
I was saying I would want something like Viven, but without it being required that it's people own property, the vote, or whatever.
Yeah,
Or,
that is
the rich tax, I suppose.
yeah, that is sort of a bit of a whole thing about Viven's system. But like, how do you expect to implement this?
Yeah.
I mean, Mr. Run's been figuring it out. But yeah,
Oh,
it's
Mr.
a
Ren's
long
good,
term.
but he can't just snap his fingers and.
I
Okay,
mean, it's a
so you
long-term
do
plan.
intend to. Well, you intend to rule as a monarch until then?
Yeah.
Okay, well, seems like a good idea to me. You're gonna have to figure out all sorts of Republican institutions and so build up that legitimacy, get people
Yep.
used to ruling themselves.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, it's a very long-term plan. First things first, we gotta secure Hadno. I
right.
suppose. Yeah.
So how you
I
gonna?
imagine this will be something that'll happen in like 20 years or some shit.
It's a pretty fast turnaround, to be honest.
I don't know. I'm just throwing out random numbers here.
I mean, like Ardania has been doing a sort of parliamentary slow burn sort of thing, from what I've heard, but they've had like pretty consistent leadership for an unusually long period for a human nation.
Yeah.
Which is a point I feel like someone made just earlier. Hard to place. Well, republics tend to be chill with republics, so Viven will probably be on your side as far as that goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Monarchies don't, though. So you're probably going to have a bit of an issue with that whole Golden Empire. By the way, how are you guys gonna deal with that?
I don't know.
Eh.
There is
I was
precedent
honest, but
for...
they weren't really happy about that. So Pow sort of bullshitted around them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, typically people aren't happy when you tell them that you don't want to be ruled by them anymore, and they don't tend to take that well.
Yep.
There's precedent for republics being ruled by monarchies, you know.
I mean, what if we were to come up with some sort of new deal with the Golden Empire of Tea
I mean,
that ensured some of our most of our autonomy in exchange for?
that's what I want, but I don't think they want that.
Oh, no, I mean,
They
then you
want
want
all the
being
benefits.
independent.
Yeah.
So wait, no,
Like, I
that
don't
is a
mind.
different.
I mean, I don't mind working with the Golden Empire. I even said so as much when I was talking to them.
Right, but there's a difference between that and being an autonomous part of an empire versus being ruled directly by it versus being independent. Kasumi is bringing up a third option. That might be better for T to be able to accept, but you still wouldn't be independent. You'd still have to do what they say at the end of the day.
Just like Canada and the United Kingdom.
What? What's a Canada?
I don't know.
Also, what is this United Kingdom? It sounds disappointing.
Anyway, actually, what I came over here to actually talk about was the goblins, as well.
Out of character, you would probably be looking less at a relationship between Canada and the United Kingdom, whose whose autonomy is total and is only ruled by the foreign queen in name only. Versus, but the situation that is more likely for Surugu and the Golden Empire of Tea is something like China and Hong Kong.
Yeah. We all seen how that worked out.
Yes, as current events shows, that's a actually fairly fragile situation for the weaker power.
Yeah, the goblins. I want to talk about that. Do you think we can talk to the goblins? Because it's sort of weird, right? How they didn't try to just kill our soldiers?
Yeah, it makes it sound like they're just people with their own little
which is really
land.
weird, but if we can talk to them and maybe convince them to be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe let them have their own goblin settlement or whatever.
Could be.
I don't know if we can do that, but I mean, you can talk every language, right, pal?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can talk.
So far.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they know Hadanese though. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a strange one.
Yeah, I figure we should do that tomorrow and see how far we can get.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. We had to figure out everything. About everything. I mean, not even to mention the tea stuff. We have to help Vapire with Kesh.
Oh.
Fuck yeah, you do.
Yeah. That was him saying it right there.
Wow.
From, like
I believe
across
it.
the room.
Yeah. Which will also help
Fair.
T and as well. Which I don't know if that'll be any benefit to us, but because I know from what he was telling us, one of their T's armies has been distracted, holding up like the current hordes of Kesh. I'm sure if we can get Batbear in power and deal with that, they can move that to deal with the Shogun, which I don't know if that'll either be in our benefit and they'll be grateful to us, or I don't know.
I don't know if they're a power that can be grateful to another, you know?
Yeah.
Especially an uppity one that they have sort of control over in some way. Perceived, anyway. I don't know.
Also, the Cryo Hydra. I don't think we can talk to that thing.
Oh my god. That thing, how big is that thing?
It's very big. It's like
Colossal.
as big as it's as big as like 2 houses.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's smaller than a giant jade golem, right?
Yeah, it's smaller than that, I think, but
So
probably
that's not so
probably
bad.
not that much. Probably just a little smaller.
I mean, we couldn't actually make a dent in that thing, but that thing was made to not have a dent be made in it, and this is just
Yeah.
a living creature that we could
Yeah.
definitely deal with.
Unless we could talk to it.
Could try.
Probably
I mean,
not though.
if it has like sentience or sapience or whatever, maybe. It's probably just an evil monster, though. So,
Probably more of a neutral monster.
oh,
Yeah.
then maybe it can
I
be
roll-
reasoned
I
with.
roll knowledge nobility to see if I can remember any lines of Hydra nobility.
Oh.
There's absolutely no Hydra nobility.
Ooh,
as
a
they-
Hydra with a little crown on every head. How cute.
While you could do that, Hydras, unless they've been artificially awakened through magic, are animals. They have
Oh, okay.
the intelligence of perhaps a smart dog.
Okay, so they're not like dragons are smart. They're like, okay, it's just
Yeah.
No, these
just a big monster.
Hydras can be eaten without any problem.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the goblins will have like secret weapon we can use against the Hydras.
Why would they?
I don't know. You never know, right? Maybe they have like a really big like gun. Goblins probably like really big guns,
Why-
right?
You'd think we would have heard of them sooner if they had a really big gun.
Maybe they've just been saving it for a special occasion.
That's crazy.
Like blowing up a cryo hydra.
Maybe they have a giant jade golem. Who fucking knows?
Can we get the giant J golem to cross the sea and deal with this?
Could probably walk just on the ocean floor. Yeah. But also, no, we're not. I don't think they would give it to us to use.
Probably not. But yeah, that's that for now, I think. I think you should set in the morning and see what about those goblins.
Hmm. Very good. Don't like this page. So you thus continue your little afternoon powwow at the bar, at the tavern, having at least resolved for now the issues of in front of Hayapa at this very moment.
Sorry, I had to step away. A parenting thing came up.
I forgive you.
What happened?
Not too much. You just really talked about what to handle on the morrow.
We're gonna go see if we
Um,
can talk to the goblins.
You're not going to
Goblins.
try running the country this week?
We should run the country this week first.
But we need to do a story moment for Pal to become high priest and Akio to become counselor.
Bees.
Oh God,
Yeah.
that's on your head. That's not on
I don't
mine.
know. I don't know what to do. Maybe
Oh.
Pal has a revelation after her experience and wants to make sure the Polonians don't get out of line.
Look,
It's not the worst idea.
look.
I don't think about that. No.
I mean, the mantle of leadership is not often accepted; it is rather thrust upon.
Mhm.
Um,
Do it.
hey, pal.
Yep.
Why don't you become high priest?
I have a job.
Yeah,
I'm
but
pretty good at
We can
it. The
just
role I'm
we
in.
can just get Akio to do it.
haven't you talked to Tenket like personally on multiple occasions?
No, just the once. I think.
Okay, you know how often I've talked to Amelia?
Yeah.
0.
Okay.
I talked to Polonius once.
Well,
Yeah, I was there
well,
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 2 encounters with gods under my belt, personally. So that's pretty good.
But yeah, you
Just
you
gotta get
were
Silva
reached
now,
out
like I
to
said.
personally by the god of gains.
Yep.
I don't think many others can, even in the churches that are here, can say the same.
Yeah, I mean that's it's probably true. Yeah, sure.
I mean, and so you're wise, you're even tempered, you want to try to maintain harmony between the churches present. I don't see. I think it's a good idea.
I'm not a priest.
Oh, I mean,
Shinichi wasn't.
I wasn't a spiritual
not.
monk leading an organization that is transforming the world, but here I am.
Oh.
And honestly, who's more of a priest than someone who's spoken to their god personally?
I guess so.
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm doing a good job though.
You're doing a
He
great job.
said I was doing a good job and told me to keep it up,
Yeah. So there.
but
you
I
go.
don't know if I have been.
I think you have been. If it means anything from me.
And you don't think this would upset the leadership of
I think
the respective
actually.
churches that we have already?
I mean, they all know you, just like they all knew Shinichi.
Yeah, they all do know me. Yeah.
So I think
That's
they'd
true.
be fine with it. You're usually the most level-headed of them all. I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Barden and Greta like you.
Yeah. Yeah, we get along. Certainly. I mean, I don't think I wouldn't not be able to do it. I guess did that make sense?
Yeah.
I think I'm capable of. I just it's not. I didn't expect. That seems like a lot of responsibility. Like all of the roles are obviously being a member of the government is a lot of responsibility.
It's
But like
true.
being a member of government who also like directs and oversees all of the religious practice of a country is kind of intense because that's a little personal, that's
Yeah, but you
Alright.
that's important to people.
helped found
Yeah.
the whole
I mean-
thing here.
Yeah, you're kind of
Out of-
responsible for the whole thing.
Out of necessity, only because you idiots wouldn't step up to the plate.
I became a general out of necessity.
I know. We all did what
Hey,
we
I'm the
needed to do
diamond.
out of necessity.
Well, you became the daimyo because you really wanted to.
Yeah, you really wanted to, and we all agreed to it for some reason.
Well, we all agreed to it because living in Viven in Lowtown sucked.
I mean, it did suck, yeah, and this has been a lot more adventure than we'd ever get just staying there, that's for sure.
I mean, we probably
You
would have
two,
been.
you two both have boyfriends now, all thanks to me.
I mean,
Yeah, that's all right.
I actually have a husband.
That too.
Fiance.
I can't believe
So
you have
you're wel-
husband and a boyfriend, Kasumi. Jeez.
No, we actually went in.
What?
We did like a
What?
quick thing. Right before I left for.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Are
See,
you gonna?
I hold up my wedding ring.
Oh my god! I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Etc. Etc.
Still need to do a larger thing.
Yeah, because I'm helping you plan your.
I say what wedding ring?
Oh shit.
Oh,
I reveal I have it.
See, you can't just do these things. It's crazy.
I have also met
Hey,
someone.
Sal's, can I use a cold blast non-lethally?
No.
Are you sure?
99% sure.
Okay, wait. There's something I can do.
I'd sooner say hydroplast is capable of being non-lethal. And even then, you're still bludgeoning someone.
Hang on. Oh wait, I know what I'll do. I make a clone of myself, and the clone slaps you.
Ow.
Sada,
that's
you
pretty
have been
good.
slapped, and also you're wet.
Why you slap?
It might have to do with the fact that you did what you did.
Yeah.
I give the wedding ring to the water clone.
The
It falls right through. It's
No,
made of water.
the water clone somehow blushes and
Yeah.
looks a little surprised,
I think
and
Kasumi-
I disperse it.
Wow, that
was
fucked up, actually.
I don't question whether or not it's me or like
That
part
wasn't
of me.
that wasn't
I don't-
you?
I don't know.
Oh
Look,
no.
I'm still I'm still figuring out this whole elemental thing. Sometimes I feel like I can hear the voice of the water. Other times I don't. It's complex. It's weird.
Does the you made out of water have the voice of the water?
One of my favorite stories is that a man that can duplicate himself has splits himself into two,
Wait a minute.
and then once he becomes
Hang on.
okay,
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
and then one of the duplicates goes to have a happy family and some children, and then the guy who's like I'm like, I want my duplicates back, and he becomes duplicates again, and it's like, oh shit, that was a bad idea to do, because he also ate the children because they were also part of it.
Damn.
What?
I remember that.
This was comic books.
Yeah.
So
The fuck?
I mean, look,
The fuck?
Kasumi does kind of ponder for a second if the clone talks. 'Cause I've never actually summoned it really, other than when I was fighting.
Just try having a conversation.
Uh,
Because that sounds messed up.
okay.
I'm so
should
curious.
think that it's messed up. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a weird friend.
You need to know what you're doing. You can't
Okay.
just. You need to know what you're grappling with here, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna summon my water clone again, which
Right.
takes the other half of most of my burn.
Yeah, you're
that's
feeling kind of drained after that.
That's okay.
Have some soup.
I take a sip of soup and I regain my burn.
That's some good soup.
So hi. Then I'm saying it's the water clone.
The water clone looks at you.
Can you understand me?
Understand.
The water clone just stares at you, unmoving, unrecognizing.
Oh,
wait,
jeez.
I'm gonna sit here and think. Wait, shit. Does comprehend languages affect? Is it all languages, including the languages
I
of
would think that
outsiders?
it could. Yeah, I think so.
Meow.
Pow, I need
Uh.
you to translate for me because I don't speak elemental.
And you think this thing does?
Maybe.
Oh, God. Okay.
Okay. Uh. Hello, elemental being. My name's Kasumi.
Hello, elemental being. Her name is Kasumi?
Did you say this in like Aquan?
I don't know how it
Yes.
works, Sal's. Do I just know it? And if I see it, I don't know.
Drink
I
some
always thought
water
that
and
was
gargle.
more of
It's so
something where
strange.
you would understand, be able to interact with someone speaking that language. But so yeah, you attempt to communicate with your water clone for a little bit, Kasumi. Eventually, you are forced to conclude that no, this entity is not an intelligent one. It is merely an extension of your own will.
Okay.
That's
Well,
probably for the
that
best.
solves that. I pat my clone on its watery head and then I disperse it once again.
All right, there is now a
There's
large pool
tons
of
of water all
on the
over the
ground.
cavern.
People are
I-
like looking at you, it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I do suck up the water off the ground just and
Ew.
bring it back to my form. But unfortunately that also means that I have become larger because of elemental overflow.
You put
Oh,
on
man.
water weight.
Elemental overflow creates a aura of water around you. It's not absorbing it directly into your flesh.
Oh, yeah, but I mean it's just hanging out around me.
It goes straight to the booty.
Unless you wanted it to. Yes. Anyway. So yes, you basically have this giant elemental body now around your own. You're sort of suspended in it.
I can't suppress it. Like there is a
Yeah.
way to like you focus on it and it suppresses.
In which case it does suck into you. But you are able to conclude the evening. With that determined. And
Yes, I sleep.
in the
Right
bar.
there. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Accio does.
No, Akio's just stirring his glass.
Yeah, Akio seems to have been a little stricken by Enrico Polini's suggestions.
Yeah, I don't
So-
really talk about Akio's background all that much. This would
You're
actually give me
able.
some.
Yeah.
I actually
So-
have an idea now for something. Okay, cool. Move on.
What?
Sorry.
Oh no! By all means, if you want to keep going.
No. I said I have a couple ideas in my head right now.
Okay, good.
Maybe this will inspire Accio to become counselor.
So
Literally the complete. Okay.
Settle down more.
reject or
Except.
the rest of you are able to get up and go home. Kasumi, where do you go first? The temple, or do you just go back to the castle? The
I'm
cathedral, I should say. Not the temple.
gonna go back to the cathedral. Check
Okay.
on the kids.
Yes, your kids have been more or less chilling out there the entire day. You have accrued for them no shortage of various games, which are now quite unattended as they just sort of like chill out with each other.
So for a second there, I thought you
Um,
said various gains, and I was thinking, damn.
Um, they are
The
very near
the
the temple.
Tenket Church is getting right to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are sort of just sort of chilling out with each other. Your three Minotaur children. Which could you remind me of their names, please?
Oh boy.
Because I have them written down, but I'm going to
Harry,
start
Mary,
using
and
word.
Larry.
Oh,
I think
my Minotaur
your
kids.
Minotaur children, yes. I think I'm going to start using World Anvil because my notebook, this campaign is just sprawling way too much for me to like. There are so many freaking NPCs.
God, okay, it's Rick Dune, Brand Dune, and
Brandon. And then like Chuck or something,
oh wait,
right?
they're in my inventory. Shit. Equipment.
Greg. Like some
One. No, it's one.
One!
WUN.
Yeah, one. That's cute.
Okay, Rick Dune, Brand Dune, and one.
Yeah.
Like the giant, one. From everyone's favorite show, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Was he in the books?
he was in the books too.
I don't remember. Where was he? Who was he?
He's the giant that chilled out, who joined the Night's Watch.
Yeah.
God.
One
How-
leg, one dar, one.
Oh my god.
Known as
Okay.
one for short.
I forgot there were giants. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, from the north. Yeah.
Yes. One
Wow.
day, another book in that series might come out. By that time, I might be interested again.
Perhaps. Maybe Elden Ring will come out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That hard drive article about what's his face?
Martin?
Yeah, George R.R. Laughing maniacally as he steals all
all the Elden Ring.
half-naked elf
Yeah.
concept art from the Elden Ring
Yeah,
offices.
that was extremely good.
The fact that the article concludes with him getting tired and sitting down on a curb.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, where was I? So Sada, you return to the castle. Yeah, Kasumi, you get back to the temple. You find Ara Takahashi is sort of with the kids, also just sort of chilling out with them and chatting. It seems like pretty inane conversation.
Did he buy some yummy foods?
You are able to catch up with Tatsu, who informs you that yes, Ara has taken upon himself to make sure that the kids are fed in a way he thinks is better for them than what the Polonian priests were providing.
My boy.
Or for that matter, what the Etenket priests were providing.
All
Pure
proteins, right?
protein.
No, that would be very uncomfortable very quickly. But it was a little less tasty. Katsu is happy to see that you're back and that everything is apparently okay with the ships. So he does ask, where are we staying while we're here? Castle or here or what?
I mean, I don't really want to leave the kids' side or anything like that. And they can't really leave here just yet.
Yeah, it is kind of a bummer that they're like stuck here for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I know. Oh, part of me is yawning.
Yeah, I noticed. He was right in front of me. You sort of opened your mouth real wide and exhaled.
Oh my god.
Gross.
I don't know. We will figure that out. I want to give it a few days before I let them leave because I think Suru is probably going to be pretty non-stop about tracking this guy, which will make him a little unable to focus on the whole hunting the kids thing, but I want to be sure.
Hope so. When what you told me, this Namboku guy seems like someone who might get easily distracted from something that's difficult if he sees something easier. So maybe he'll just fuck off.
Yeah, that'd be great. But I mean, we'll find out soon.
Okay. They set up cots and like little privacy screens over there, so I picked one out for us.
Well, that's it could be worse, right? I mean, I've certainly slept in worse.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't, but sure.
It'll be fine. So Pow and Sada and I guess Batfire know that we got hitched. So Pow is wanting to, Pow freaked out about it.
Yeah, we should have told them faster.
I mean, there's a lot going on the last couple weeks.
I guess, but yeah. Wow, it really has.
Oh, you'll be proud. I did not get super drunk while I was out there. I did good.
Yeah, no, that's great. I didn't actually know that you would be that potentially drinking, but I'm glad that you kept it under control.
Well, we stopped at a place to get food after we met with the Golden Empire tea, you know.
Oh,
Yeah. It's a little stressful.
are they gonna like attack us or something?
I don't know. I mean, they're for right now. He thinks that he's gonna teach us how to run a country, so we can be a good vassal to them.
Okay. Are we going to be a good vassal to them?
Jury's out.
Okay.
I know that sounds dumb, but I don't know. Like, I don't know how well we'd be able to hold out against the Golden Empire if we made enemies of them.
Tatsu pulls you close and kisses you on the forehead and goes, "Whatever happens, you can handle it."
Kasumi does smile, but then it's like, nerd.
Shut up.
Fade to black.
And okay.
That was at the.
That was the cathedral of the three gods.
I think I would have walked with Kasumi there before calling it a night.
Oh?
Yeah.
To go
Do
away.
you say anything to Tatsu?
No, I would have left you guys to do your own
Gonna
thing.
go talk to Greta again?
Yeah. Yep.
Sada's gonna read a book about goblins. Do we got any of those?
Pascal accompanies you, Paulina. When you get in, you'll have to remind me. Did you mention to Pascal that you and Greta got into it a
Did I
little?
put her in a fucking headlock or whatever? No, don't think so.
Yeah, so he's a little blind about that, but he notices that you're getting a little tense as you get closer. And, hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Do you think it's a good idea to put me in charge of the religious council of a country?
Better idea than putting Greta in charge. And
Guess so.
actually, yeah, I do. Just like objectively, I think Tone Taji is the only other person I'd want to see in that position, and I think honestly, he wouldn't be good for it either. He's too confrontational with the other two faiths.
Yeah, no, he is a little bit that. He's a good egg, though.
Al, you might not be like some sort of theologian or religious expert,
No, I'm none of that. Is the thing. Is the problem.
but you're a good person, and you try to be the best at what you do, which is being a good person, and that is a lot more Atanketi than anything anyone else can really do. So if you end up in this role, you will be the best high priest that you can be. And I suspect that that's going to be a pretty good one.
Well, I wouldn't have any other option where I put in that role. Like, I can't not give it my all. It's pretty important.
I mean, that's a pretty good outlook.
I guess. Oh, jeez.
Why are we going to visit the Polonians?
I have an apology to make.
Why?
Well, I remember how I talked to you only after talking to Greta.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have did the cooling off over ramen before that instead of the other way around.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I sort of put her in a headlock.
you put Greta in a headlock.
Shh, yeah, shush.
Pretty cool.
And I said some harsh, not completely unearned, but mostly unearned things. So, yeah.
Okay.
That can't be
Well.
good. Don't feel good about letting that stew. So, yeah.
And you're walking in there to apologize right now?
Is that a bad idea?
No. I think that's sort of shows why you should be in this role.
It's just things shouldn't be left to stew. I don't think that's a good idea, especially if then I'm gonna turn around and become the leader, and then there's a weird thread of antagonism between us. That'd be no good.
You don't. Right. Everyone makes mistakes. The point is that you fix them. And sounds like you're gonna go in there and fix it.
We'll see.
You want me to come in with you?
Um,
I might not be as big as Baradun, but I think I can still wrestle him.
you can yeah. I doubt it'll come to blows. I hope. Right?
And Baradun dunks you through a basketball hoop.
I mean, I'd probably let him. That'd be kind of cool to see.
Okay. You walk up to the Polonian Annex and in through the doors. At the time, there doesn't appear to be any sort of services currently. And actually, as it happens, Greta and Baradun are still there. They have a number of Polonian priests around them. Typically, they spend their time at the Polonian Temple, not at the Annex. So their being here is actually something of a surprise, but a welcome one, given your intent. As you enter with Pascal, Greta's eyes travel from where she had been looking at her fellow priests over to you, and she sort of looks at you with a sidelong glance for a few more seconds than was actually than would be necessary before going, "I require the chamber alone. Leave us." Various Polonian priests look at each other and sort of shuffle out of the room in various directions. Greta turns to face you. Baradun hulking over her. The monstrous minotaur sort of background presence that eclipses most of the altar area behind him. Paulina. I'll be honest, I did not necessarily expect your presence in here so soon.
Yeah, and that's a part of the reason why I figured I should come so soon. That didn't make any sense.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna bow at the waist, stiffly.
She raises an
I
eyebrow.
came to apologize for my behavior. I'll straighten back up. I felt it best not to leave it to fester. I truly want to apologize for my conduct. You've been nothing but an asset to Sada's campaign this entire time, and you've always been cordial. And I truly came to you for counsel. I was overcome by my own personal frustrations and shortcomings in that moment. So
Rita's face is an unmoving mask until finally it sort of cracks into what seems like a sincere smile.
sense
gonna eat you.
motive. Oh no!
She's going to kill you.
Oh man, that's middling. Whatever.
It seems like a sincere smile.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, from what you get, genuinely, she seems
Genuine.
genuine.
Okay, sure.
What is this genuine you speak of?
She sort of looks down. Paulina, you had been in a severely traumatic event. And frankly, I should have been more considerate towards your mental state at the time.
That's no excuse for what I pulled on you. That was out of line.
Perhaps. Regardless, it's forgiven. Think nothing of it.
All right. And I understand if you're, again, being cordial, but I will accept that. Just, I would appreciate it if
Paulina, I'm being
things-
sincere. I understand. And frankly, I was angry at you. This has gone quite a long way to mollify that.
Put her in another headlock.
for old time's sake. No. That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Can I offer you something to drink? Something to eat?
Maybe just something to drink. But yeah,
I never go for something to eat.
we just came back from dinner.
What about a second one? I don't think you're getting our religion at all.
That's why I'm no Polonius worshiper. I could never manage a second dinner. Are you kidding me?
I'm
Oof.
sure you could.
Oof.
From what I understand, you nearly overcame the giant steak challenge thing that Baradun used to go through in the Twin Kingdoms.
Oh yeah. Yep.
They were really good.
It was really close though. It was just the salad greens. I don't know why I couldn't just finish the salad greens. But there you have it.
Well, if you do decide that you're a little peckish, please let me know. But in the meantime, and she pours you a glass of wine. Cheers.
Heckin' cheers. Amazing. I would love a glass of wine. Hell yeah, let's do it. Yeah, woo. Sorry, I just lost my mind for a moment.
No, it's okay. Everyone does sometimes. You're able to drink. Yeah, eventually you
I'm
are
not poisoned.
not poisoned.
Hooray!
Success.
You are eventually allowed to, not allowed, but eventually you make your excuses and leave. Greta evidently wholly okay with your apology.
No.
Okay.
As you're walking home with Pascal, see, that went great.
Yeah, it went really, really well.
Greta's a reasonable person.
Yeah.
She's more or less the most wholesome Polonian cleric.
Doesn't that make you nervous?
Hmm?
Like she seems real cool. She's only ever been friendly and helpful. What do you think she's about? What do you think's going on in there?
I mean, maybe she is just generally friendly and helpful. Yeah, the god that she worships is definitely not just friendly and helpful for no reason,
Yeah.
but he does seem friendly and helpful.
Yeah.
This thing is just having an ulterior motive.
Sure. And I guess
Oh god.
wow. That is a thing, yep.
Incredible. Holy shit. That's vampire right there.
So fast. God. The
Yeah,
little baby arm.
that's how that be.
That's
On
vampire.
this bitch. That's how it be on this bitch of an earth.
Here, I should make that art channel.
You should.
That's Batfire's new
I just
pog,
did.
yeah?
Ort?
Ort, yeah.
Alrighty.
So yeah, maybe she does have an ulterior motive, but maybe
guess.
her ulterior motive is just to be, Look, if I had to guess what Greta's motivation is that she is suddenly thrust into the position of being a head of a faith in a country
Yeah.
where there's already a lot of infrastructure for her to grow. Like Polonian worship is kind of not unpopular in Hadono, from what I understand, or anywhere, to be honest. Polonius tends to pop up.
I mean, it's understandable, right?
Yeah.
Everyone likes cake.
Everyone likes cake.
I mean, she's coasted into a good gig. So to be self-serving is just to make sure you can retain that gig.
Yeah.
So
Polonius
that's
is
fine, I guess.
Yeah. Xerxes is ambition, right? Not Polonius. So.
Yeah.
But Polonius is, from what I remember from the conservatory, he was a political animal. So it might be a good idea to keep an eye on Greta. But I don't think we have to worry about her, trying to undermine the country or something.
I mean,
Sure, I just hope she doesn't.
what do you remember is that Pascal was there when you met him, wasn't he?
I think he was talking about Polonius in life.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to show you something. Now that we're home.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to show you two things. One came off the boat. the other day. Oh, also, I put the sign outside on the from my store.
Oh, yeah.
As you walk past the store, the Flexing Pascal sign is now on the outside of the shop instead of inside of it.
Oh yeah, Sal's
Um,
out of character. Was this the ship that our letters to Ardania would go on, or is it the ship that already went out?
it was a ship that already went out.
Okay, cool.
So he just sort of points that out. Yeah, I'm sort of rearranging the shop. It's going to be really cozy. Sort of like an open plan sort of thing rather than having a counter. But anyway, wanted to show you, and he leads you in the house and into the sort of washroom, where previously there had been sort of like a deployable wooden tub.
He has a toilet with working plumbing now. Magic plumbing.
Oh my god!
Right?
No,
Magic toilet, magic toilet.
Magic
there's
toilet.
there's no
Toilet-
magic toilet.
Big upholding toilet.
There is a massive alabaster tub.
How did this get in here?
I carried it.
Oh my god, you're so strong.
I mean, you know, but
God, this looks expensive.
it was kind of expensive,
Oh.
but it was also a gift from Mom. So
Oh, that's sweet.
yeah, apparently well, you know, when your baby gets like assassinated, she tries to compensate, I guess, in the best way she can.
Yep.
And that came in the form of giant bathtub. It's all engraved and stuff. But yeah, it's self-heating.
Magic bathtub.
It is a magic bathtub, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yep, I thought you'd like that. And the other thing is over here. And he shows you this weird mechanical contraption
Ooh.
that sort of looks like a clock on a pedestal,
Okay,
With-
like facing upright or
facing forward,
okay.
with a weird sort of wobbly floor at the bottom connected to it.
The fuck? Oh.
This is, and he steps onto it, a scale. A wholly mechanical scale using springs that I invented with Betalus.
You invented this thing?
I mean, I designed a lot of my weights. That's I figured to get a good way to measure it. But
Oh
more
my
importantly, I wanted to show you what it shows, which
What?
is that and he points out my weight when we started was at 240 pounds. After that potion, it was at 250, but right now it's
Yeah.
and it shows 251.
Again.
I gain.
Jesus Christ.
Amonthar has blessed me with gains again, even though I don't have to eat. So yeah, I'm excited.
That is fabulous.
I think so.
Do you keep like a written log?
I mean, I used to, but I haven't made any gains over 2 years. So
Well, maybe now's the time to
Yep.
start that old habit back up. Oh, how exciting! How
I think
I'm gonna,
it's super exciting. I'll be
I'm
honest.
gonna step on the scale. Now weigh me against a feather.
Okay. The scale is not built like that.
Oh, shoot!
It is one of those old-timey vertical
Yeah.
scales with a dial.
Uh,
But yes,
It's mostly just it's a new Anubis joke because we're
yes, because you're in Nevans.
yeah.
Yes, and you stand on there.
Oh, I like that. And then there's a crocodile.
Yes, a crocodile-esque monster that eats your heart,
Yay!
nice.
But only after he first
but only if
swung
you are heavier than the feather.
Yeah. But first he also like
But-
disses you.
My heart's so heavy because it's full of love.
Oh,
Huh?
but that makes it lighter. So that
Huh?
weighs true against the mod.
Oh man.
Anyway,
Guess I'm getting eaten by a crocodile.
no, that's a good thing. Anyway, so yes, you step up onto the scale and you find out you weigh whatever it is you weigh.
A pittance.
A pittance truly compared to Pascal. But yes, you are. Pascal is very proud of it. And then later, you go up to bed. And while you're sleeping, you dream.
Dun dun.
Yeah.
What is it that you dream of?
Oh man.
That's what you get for
A
lucid dreaming.
really big gun with the goblins,
Oh man.
and also the Golden Empire is there.
Oh jeez Louise. I dream about that big jade golem. But
Oh.
it is standing in like the bay and it's like stepping on ships. Like the T, all the ships look like the ship from T.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's like
What?
weird
Hell yeah.
whack-a-
Right. So yeah, you watch the Jade Guardian crush a few tin junks for a while. Before a voice next to you goes, "Wow, it's kind of destructive for your dreams, isn't it, pal?"
Yeah, but if you look, every time he steps on a ship, another one pops up out of the water. I think it's just the same ship.
Oh, it's like
And
a
then it turns
it's
into like a big bathtub, and it's a rubber duck.
Yeah.
like a water-based whack-a-mole.
Yeah, we're standing like on top of the head of the jade golem looking down, and then the camera pulls out and we are in a bathtub somehow. And they're just little tiny ships. Dreams are weird.
Right. So yeah, pal, you're now in the alabaster bathtub. You're fully clothed for some reason.
Nice.
Very nice.
And next to you is a figure that you have seen once before.
Yeah. The Jade Golem.
Yeah.
The Jade Golem slowly resolves into something else.
I thought Pow became the Jade Golem and was pushing the boats in
Shush.
the tub.
I was just watching it, standing on it. Something.
Atenket sits before you. The Herculean Aneban, surrounded by a faint ethereal glow. As he looks at you sort of beatifically. Hello again, pal.
Hello. Do I owe the pleasure? Hopefully.
What do I owe the pleasure? Wow, you're getting familiar with me.
Oh, is that? I thought. Okay.
No,
Sorry.
it's cool. I'm kidding. But other gods would not be. So, if you get that.
Is it not a pleasure to have your god visit you?
It is, but
familiar?
typically
man.
it's like a whole genuflecting. Oh, I'm not worthy, my lord. I don't care, but
Oh, jeez.
because it is a pleasure for me,
Yeah.
actually. You had a tough time lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could sense it. Well, actually, I saw it as it happened.
Omnipotence, am I right?
But
Oh, you see Aristus pop out of the tub.
okay, we need to move away from the tub. It's his domain.
Yeah. Let's go to the tub.
Oh yeah, I guess that would.
Atenket actually physically grabs Aristus and just
He pulls-
hurls him
he
into
pulls-
the ether.
No, he pulls the drain on the bathtub, and Aristus like spirals down the drain.
Yeah, because I defined Aristus' domain as like water going chaotic. I guess if you like make a splash, there's Aristus.
Soon you're in just a sort of glade. a nice, pleasant one, next to a 10 cat on the log. You got some guilt, I think, working around in that head.
Yeah. Yeah, a bit.
Yeah. That's good. Honestly, that's healthy. Anyone who wouldn't be horrified by what happened would be, someone that I wouldn't pick to talk to. But I think you are still, or, not even still, just irrelevant of that, are worth talking to. That wasn't your fault, Paulina. That was someone using you as a puppet, really.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone, well, not everyone has a situation like that specifically, but everyone has situations where things get out of our own control. Even me. You would not believe how often, see these secret dream messages get crossed up in people's heads, and you're trying to instruct someone. Suddenly, it's like, gotta launch a pogrom. And it's just like, no, that's not what I meant. That's only happened once for me, but that was a bad one, let me tell you. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Powell.
Yeah.
You're good in my book. Not that I have a book. That's a metaphor.
But what
Yeah.
about the Book of Gains?
No, that's not what I write in that. You're not here. Go away.
Yeah, why?
It's me, Dream Sada. Oh.
Shush.
Sorry,
And
my
then
dreams
I
are so
disappear.
they're so crowded.
It's fine.
I'm a frog now.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Ribbit. And then I hop into the pond.
Hey, Tomb, you know that thing where I get really angry about you and you thought it was prophetic?
He did it.
It's real.
He died in the game. He
Curse.
died for real.
Arista says hello though in the bathtub. All right. Whew. Hello?
If you're unsure about yourself right now, and you're not convinced that you're going the right direction, know that I think you are. And that I am very proud of you as a follower. That being said, if you want to put a little bit more time into actual studying, I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Yep.
You gotta this, and he pokes you sort of in the side of the head. This is an important muscle too.
I know. It's been weirdly busy, I guess. But I think it's something I'm gonna have to sit down and do, because it looks like I have some responsibility on my plate soon. So.
And honestly, I think that's a responsibility that I'm happy you're going to have.
I'm glad you think so.
I'm glad that you're glad.
Okay.
But one last thing.
Yeah.
Is that you can't give something 110% unless you want to. I sense a certain amount of conflict about this new role in you. If you don't want to be the high priest of these people on which they're going to depend, don't. Tell them to think of another one. But I think you'd be good at it.
I think I'd have to be good at it. I've been unsure about a lot of things lately, but being unsure about things doesn't do anything. All I can do is do my best at any given time and hope everything just sort of evens out.
Doing your best all the time is the crux of this faith. So forget about the learning. You know it already.
I should probably still read a book or something.
You might want to read a book. I mean, but that's really just for your own edification and, growing as a person, which is always good. But, and, that's the other part of the faith. But yeah. Wow. He sort of holds out a fist.
As if to bump.
Yes.
I wish to bump the fist,
And you bump the fist.
but
Your
like
hand is-
deferentially.
you respectfully bump the fist.
Solemnly.
It's a fist bump. It's not like
Oh yeah.
a religious ceremony. We're in a dream, pal. You can.
You said I wasn't formal enough, and I'm just trying to make up for it.
I said I didn't care.
Okay. Thanks. Thank you.
He sort of like picks up your hand again, purposely forms it into a fist, and then he actually does a bit more of he brings it up to his fist, and then does a bit more of a enthusiastic fist bump with you.
Does the impact wake me up?
The impact wakes you up. There is a loud explosion, and you are snapped up in bed instantaneously.
You bounce like 50 feet off your bed.
Your soul shakes.
Yeah, no kidding. I can feel my teeth rattle.
Are we under attack?
Yeah, Pascal next to you is going, what happened?
I had a dream.
Oh,
Just go
okay.
back to bed.
He's gone back to bed already. Okay. And with that, the next morning follows. And you all awaken at various times. Pau slightly earlier to go on her multi-jog morning routine. And soon you're able to recollect together. Where do you meet up?
The castle.
Okay.
Taking the
Hell.
sky skiff.
Right. Soon you're all together in the castle courtyard, assembling, deciding where exactly you want to go, because you do have two
Go on.
issues looming above your little kingdom. Well, you have more than two issues, but currently
Yes.
there are two that you want to.
We're gonna go see the
Right.
goblins.
We're off to see the goblin.
What's up, Akia?
Well, should we do the kingdom roll stuff yet?
Oh yeah, that
Like,
too.
Oh,
You did the
tweet.
true.
I want bees.
What?
Just every. Oh no, that's the kingdom building. Just
Huh?
a lot of more. Put more bees on the map.
No,
That's
that.
it.
I wish.
Do you want to run the kingdom right now?
I mean, I think
Oh.
we should. Even it
Yeah.
seems like it's been getting pushed back each week.
It seems like a good time to do that.
I mean,
guess.
we already
I don't know how
technically
long it
did the
usually
rolls
takes.
there. It's just, I guess, having it be
Oh.
done in character.
Or I guess
don't
we
know.
could just say that we do our kingdomly duties.
Yeah, you do your kingdomly duties. It's just
We need
so-
to have Pau and Akio set canonically in their new roles.
Wait, What?
Yeah, Akio's
Read
gonna be
it.
the counselor.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where have you
I
been,
thought you were there.
Akio?
I thought that there had been a conversation between me and
Between
It
you
was
and G.
inside the public chat, but we didn't do it canonically yet. So
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, so you are able to. The first thing is thus choosing the new high priest. At a conclave of the three faiths, not unlike the one that you had before. You summon the leaders of the three parts of your triathlon, and soon you are meeting with all of them in the central square of the cathedral. Greta is the first to observe this. So, does this mean that we have a new high priest? Choice.
Yes.
I hope so.
What? What do you mean you hope so? It's your choice.
Well, I
Now,
mean,
I
I
know
already
that
made the
I-
choice. I'm just waiting for you to accept it.
I shall accept this role thrust upon me in this time of darkness. Says
Yeah, yeah, I don't say that. But yeah. Uh-huh.
just like that.
If you deem it, then so I shall, and I fucking curtsy.
You curtsy.
Being a sassy bitch. No. Are you asking me formally to do this thing?
Yes.
Then I have to accept. Looks like it's me. You'd think there'd be some kind of ceremony or something. This is
Well,
incredibly
No.
awkward.
There
Some
was going
pomp
to be
and
last time, but well, we don't have. It didn't work out last time.
This is true. That's right. There was a whole to do about it, wasn't there?
Well, Tonetaji steps up and goes, "Well, I support Pao. Obviously, I think she'd be great at it."
Thank you.
Now, you get the support of the Sylvan High Priest as well. So stands up, nods, sits down again. His eyes turn to Garita, who is sort of looking at you, Pal, from across the square. Yes, I see so no reason to object. Of all Tenket worshippers, I think that Paulina might be the best suited. She's certainly given us the most cause for trust. She smiles at you.
I return the smile.
Right. Now I have to figure out who the new counselor will be.
You can't just give back a smile.
Oh no! Take this back. I don't want it.
Can't believe pals re-gifting smiles. I'm sorry, this is all a very stupid joke. I apologize.
Yeah.
Alright, so, that also leaves you with the situation of, okay, what do we do with,
Yeah. I need a new counselor now.
mhm.
Yeah.
So what do you
He was
do?
doing that, yeah.
What
Yeah,
do we
he
do?
kinda did.
Hmm.
Yeah. Just remind me again what a counselor does.
Councils.
He's the voice of the people, I think.
He did it all ahead of time.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Man, I guess you really have just abandoned your mercenary ways.
Sure would be a shame to not find somebody to fill that position.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You got. I, I have a thing I gotta do. Goodbye. No, I kind of am not. I kind of am reading the room here, like, and then I guess Akio points at him. I'm assuming this is being said out loud, and then it rests into silence. So that's how I'm taking it.
Yeah.
And then Akio kind of like realizes, like, oh wait, and then he points at himself.
Huh?
Oh, no, that's not. Okay, then never mind.
I mean, do you want to do it, Akio?
This is Akio's response.
Huh.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a permanent thing, but
Huh. Yeah. Huh. I'm not sure. To be honest. I guess if give me a night to think about it. If that's allowed.
okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, okay then. Um,
That was as awkward as I wanted it to be.
with that, well, if you don't have anybody doing the counselor's role for the, you really can't really, you really don't want to be doing the actual like
Yeah.
Kingdom Attendance Week. So you could do that later in the month if you're so inclined.
Okay.
Mechanically, I'm feeling like I need to do something in a month. Can't explain this feeling. I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's go fight some goblins.
I mean, we want to try to talk to the goblins first.
Oh right,
Kill
yeah, we're
all
gonna.
of them, man.
Sorry, my bloodlust was speaking again. You know how it is.
And with that, you begin filing onto the sky skiff. And
Yeah.
send it up north. To the Goblin Lands of Surugu. Who are you taking on the sky skiff, I should ask?
Who do we take?
Backfire.
Yes, we take Bapayar. Can we take both Bapayars with us?
Pow.
The Biscos.
Costco.
Well, you'll remember that, Sada, you can essentially pick a cohort.
Oh yeah.
Biscos.
Shut up.
That lady with the really big ass.
That's
That's
Kasumi.
me.
She's already coming.
Nice.
Let me think.
I'm gonna sleep after this.
How
I presume
about
Mino is going with you also?
Huh? What was
Nino
that,
is
Self?
going with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I spoke.
How about we bring Edric along for this? And Zacchaeus going too.
So you just sort of randomly grab Edric of all people?
Let me think. Is there anyone else who'd be better? Does Pascal want to make a trade deal with the goblins if they want to talk?
That's an angle.
I mean, if you want me to go with you, I'll go with you. It's... I don't know how successful I'll be able to be with goblins.
Hmm. I think I'll take Edric. Get some magic with us for once.
It's probably wise.
Yeah.
You never know.
You can hopefully help us get out of a situation if things get bad.
All right. Well, Edric has no problem with that. He goes, yeah, sure, absolutely.
All right.
Don't mind at all messing up some goblins.
I mean, we want to try to talk to the goblins first.
Why?
Yeah, sure.
Because they're
We're gonna
weird.
try What?
They're weird goblins.
And
They-
that makes it.
Look, like, I know it's weird, but like when our soldiers found them, the goblins warded them off instead of trying to just outright attack them.
That could be
That's
just
weird,
strategic.
right?
That could be just strategy.
I mean,
be a
they
trap.
outnumbered our soldiers though.
But
Huh.
a little.
Okay, I see where you're coming from here.
Coming
So
from.
I mean, it's pretty weird, right?
Ignore that. I had a toothpick in my mouth. Well, if worst comes to worst, we kill him.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it doesn't come to that. It'd be nice to avoid a bunch of bloodshed.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess.
With your party thus assembled, you begin to get ready and go forth to the goblin lands of Sarugo.
Yes.
And with that, we will call it for today.
Okay.
Goblin world.
Sorry for the intermittent beginning of the session.
That's
It's
okay.
awesome.
Good luck with your training.
Yeah, thank you.
fine.
Except I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope you all have a good night.